Welcome to the neighborhood, kids. I got the 3 dogs out walking today. It's cool. Got a steady wind, 10-12 miles per hour. So it's, without the wind, it's nice. When the wind stops, it gets nice. Come on. I'm wrapped around a tree. Go round. See, Copper knows that. She doesn't. When my girls were young, I got a nice camera with a telephoto. I got a Canon camera with a good telephoto lens, and to take pictures of softball. And I took thousands of pictures of softball, and often with a critical play, I would be paying attention to the play instead of taking pictures. Got distracted easily. Seems I do the same thing with the dogs. Over the next few days, things are going to get different. I know I don't post consistently, and I'll work on that. I'm also trying to pay attention to background noise. Today we're going to have some wind noise. I try to pay attention to background noise, and I'm trying to pay attention to talking slowly and distinctly so that y'all can understand me. I know it's kind of annoying sometimes when you're listening and you can't quite tell what I've said, so we'll work on that. Accent's not going away. I'm a 72-year-old Texan. Found out recently that my ancestors came to Texas in 1732. I think from West Virginia. That's my memory anyway. Hang on, we're going to turn them loose. All right, we are turned loose, and they are off and running. They became Texas citizens. Texas was a country from 1835 to 1735 to 1736. I think those dates are right. You'd think I'd know, but I don't. Anyway, I've tried to record some of my memories. I suck at it, I know. Today's going to be a memory day here in a minute. Earlier today, last week, my sister had what they said was a stroke. She's 8 or 9 years older than I am, so she's 80, somewhere around there. And today I got a message saying that they discovered she's got lung cancer. She's never smoked. She's never spent a lot of time around someone that smokes, but she's got lung cancer for whatever reason. And as a result of that, they found out that she's got brain cancer. So in the next few days, I'm going to go down and spend some time with her and try to get her to tell me memories of when we were kids, that stuff that I don't remember. Folks like that. Some family members like that. I know I do. And the ones that are not interested today might be interested in 10 years. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to be out of pocket. I may or may not be posting depending on internet connections. They live down the country, so phone coverage is spotty for me down there. Today's memory. When I was 9, my dream was to be a cowboy. I spent a lot of time at Uncle Alf's ranch and just had a good time. Hey! Sunshine, Mickey, Copper, come on. Got a man walking up there and I don't want them alerting to him, scaring him. Come on! I'm going to turn my back on them and see if they follow. Mickey, come on! Here come these two. Mickey! Come on, bud. All right, finally he's coming. I only let him loose when there's no one in the park because some people don't like dogs. In all these new houses down that way, we've got some folks from India, and they don't like dogs. Perhaps some Arabs, I don't know. They look Indian, I don't know. But they will literally cross the street rather than come close to my dogs. Come on. Back into the meadow. When I was 9, I wanted to be a cowboy. Mama talked my daddy into buying me a horse. Daddy was a cowboy from way back. He was born in 1918, grew up in farm country and ranching. By the time he was 14, he had a job. Come on, you two. He had a job being a cowboy full time, room and board. Didn't get paid, just room and board. And I know that because the son of the man that hired him was 8 or 9, 7, something like that. Grew up with Dad on their ranch. So he was an old school cowboy, roping, branding, cutting calves, all that good stuff. He did that for 50 years. Anyway, at age 9, Mama convinced him to buy me a horse, so he went to the horse sale and bought this horse for $25 or $30 because the horse was a little bit rough around the edges. Turns out he was a little bit more than rough around the edges. He had a habit of rearing up, which didn't bother me. I just spurred him. And I was a brand new rider, so I didn't know any better. There's Mr. Mickey right by my side. He must be getting tired. Us old folks get like that. He'd rear up, and Dad worked with him for a couple of months, and he continued to rear up, and Mom was always afraid that he was going to roll over backwards on top of me and injure me, so Dad got rid of him. My first memory of falling off a horse was with him. I was getting off, and I accidentally hooked my foot into his flanks, which was his symbol to go. So he took off, and I held on for dear life, and he ran around towards the back of the house and then cut out from under me, and I wound up in a mud puddle. Now, fast forward 5 years, I'm a competent rider, fairly good trainer for a 15-year-old. We had this young horse that I was riding, and this horse, I don't remember his name. He would, they're getting down in here. It gets muddy down in there. Hang on. Come on. Come on. Copper's about the only one that will react quickly. So you'd get on him, and sometimes he'd buck, sometimes he wouldn't, and I was always ready for him. And one day he's bucking and carried on, and so I'm spurring him and getting him to go. And it occurred to me, we had a stock tank there close. It occurred to me, I'd read about the American Indians riding their ponies off into a river and then changing horses onto a wild horse. And then when you came out the other side, the horse would accept you. So I immediately thought, well, we'll just run this rascal into the tank and see how he does. Well, he had opposite thoughts. He cut out from under me, and I went head first right into the tank, and it was a day unlike today. Hey, come on. Hey. I like seeing them run like this and play. And that was embarrassing. Dad, for the next 30 years, never let me forget that. That's today's memories. Y'all remember, don't let other people run your life. Run your own life. People will give you, that'll be tomorrow's thing. Giving advice. Taking advice. When is it good? When is it bad? Y'all have a good day.